The luckiest zodiac signs in autumn 2025. Autumn 2025 will open a powerful energy portal for those whose fate has long been preparing to turn towards luck. This is not an accident, not luck. This is the moment when the accumulated potential meets the time of execution. Money, opportunities, the right people, and decisions, everything will begin to converge at one point. And if you feel that a change is brewing in you, stay until the end of this video, because now I will reveal which signs of the zodiac will get the most luck this fall, in finances, love, career, and personal power. Subscribe if you are looking for not a banal horoscope, but knowledge that really works. And write in the comments, do you already feel movement in your life, or is it all just beginning? Let's get started. Autumn 2025 will put everything in its place, and some signs will get from it much more than just the warmth of the setting sun. The first sign is Aquarius. From the first days of September 2025, Aquarius begins to feel the effect of precise, favorable coincidences. People who previously played a passive role become active in his environment, but now begin to offer specific opportunities. The growth of luck is especially noticeable in the business sphere, where everything was previously kept in limbo. Contacts that seemed unpromising suddenly become an access point to new levels of income. Aquarius knows exactly when to act and does not lose momentum for a minute. All his steps are intuitively verified, and each of them opens the next door. In September, it is especially important to be flexible in negotiations. Big money is hidden here. Luck comes through non-standard deals, participation in projects related to technology, innovation, and scaling. An offer appears that requires decisiveness. It cannot be postponed, otherwise it will go to someone else. Aquarius intuitively feels when and with whom it is worth contacting. He understands exactly which agreements are beneficial in the long term. October brings a powerful expansion of opportunities. Prospects that were previously unavailable open up. Participation in projects abroad, a sudden promotion, investor interest. Luck manifests itself in the ability to work on a scale that could only be dreamed of before. Aquarius gets a chance to take over the management of resources, structures, teams, and we are not talking about one-time part-time jobs, but about reaching a new level in their professional niche. Particular attention should be paid to the digital sphere, marketing, IT, cryptocurrency markets, innovative educational formats, and online platforms. Here, Aquarius is in his element. He understands where the trend is heading and is ahead of the market. Everything related to novelty, progressiveness, collective benefit is his territory of success. He knows how to find unique solutions, and in the fall of 2025, this is what becomes his competitive advantage. People come for his opinion, advice, participation, and are ready to pay generously for it. November is the period of the final breakthrough. Everything that was laid down earlier begins to bear fruit. Financial receipts increase, unexpected bonuses, awards, large orders appear. Particular luck awaits in topics related to foreign markets, legal projects, international cooperation. It is possible that Aquarius will receive an offer related to relocation or scaling of the business. This will not be a risky step. On the contrary, it is a logical transition to a higher level. All 3 months create the feeling that luck literally accompanies every step. There will be no long pauses or waiting periods. Space works synchronously with the actions of Aquarius. He takes a step and gets a result. He writes a letter and gets the right answer. He makes a call, and he is invited to a profitable meeting. The energy of autumn 2025 works clearly and in his favor. It is important not to lose initiative. In the fall, Aquarius should be on the move, not be afraid to change the plan, make decisions quickly. His strength is in flexibility, speed, the ability to think several steps ahead. During these months, any impulses to action should be implemented immediately. They are not accidental and lead to growth. Autumn 2025 is the period when Aquarius enters the point of synchronicity with opportunities. Everything happens not due to luck, but due to the precise adjustment of actions. He will feel that he is in the right place at the right time, and this feeling will be confirmed financially, professionally, and even personally. This is not a period of random luck, but a clearly defined corridor of success. The main thing is to move forward without doubts. The second sign is Sagittarius. The fall of 2025 will be a time for Sagittarius when actions will begin to bring results with an accuracy and speed that cannot be calculated logically. From the first days of September, representatives of this sign will feel a growing sense of inner precision. They will begin to make decisions without hesitation, and intuitive steps will prove unexpectedly effective. Everything that was invested during the past year, efforts, time, ideas, initiatives, will begin to return in the form of real achievements, financial growth, and expansion of influence. October will provide Sagittarius with rare business contacts, not through cold calculations, but through a quick, accurate reaction to signals from the outside world. It is possible to reach high levels of interaction, projects with an international perspective, participation in negotiations where it was not noticed before, or inclusion in closed groups where resources and power are discussed. At the same time, no one will impose. Everything will open exactly when Sagittarius takes the initiative. One bold action will be enough for a chain of events to lead to an expansion of powers, income, and status. The financial flow in the fall will be dense but unstable. Money will come in large volumes, but with a requirement for decisiveness. It will not be possible to keep them in a passive mode. You will have to take risks, but these risks will be justified. Those Sagittarius who work with training, public projects, logistics, strategic consulting, or finance will be especially lucky. Even in conditions of turbulence, this sign will be able to feel where the resource appears. It will be able to quickly move attention and capital to where growth begins. November will bring a moment of sharp strengthening. Participation in a project that will change the entire 2026 is possible. Someone will receive an offer that is impossible to refuse. A new level of income, a new structure, new responsibilities. But all this will correspond to what Sagittarius has long been striving for. He will understand that this is not an accident, but the result of precise positioning. His decisions during this period will have long-term consequences. The main thing is not to miss it. The window of opportunity will open for a short time, and you will have to act quickly without looking back. Against the background of success, inner confidence will also increase. Autumn will show Sagittarius its scale. It will feel how much it has grown recently. There will be no need to prove anything to others. Circumstances themselves will give it power, influence, and respect. Clarity will appear in business, strength in negotiations, and the dynamics in finances that it has long been counting on. Luck will accompany not only its actions, but also its thoughts. Everything that it begins to think about during this period will begin to attract the necessary resources. The only condition is not to stop. It is worth slowing down, and luck will begin to dissolve. Autumn 2025 requires maximum initiative, movement, and ambition from Sagittarius, and it will generously reward for this. The main thing is to remember that every contact, every idea, every meeting during these months can be the beginning of a new financial level. The third sign, Capricorn. For Capricorn, autumn 2025 will be one of the most fruitful seasons in recent years. Everything that previously seemed like work without return will begin to bring stable, precise, and tangible results. Already in September, a key shift will occur. An opportunity will open up that was not even discussed before. This could be an offer, an exit to a higher financial platform, an agreement with new conditions, or a large-scale contract that requires deep involvement. The main thing is to agree. Even if it seems that the project is too ambitious, Capricorn will cope. In October, the flow of tasks and decisions will increase sharply. There will be more work, but along with it, income will grow. There will be clients who are ready to pay for experience and not for the result. There will be partners who trust not words, but reputation. And Capricorn will be in a winning position here because his discipline and strategic thinking will be exactly what everyone is looking for. The success of this period will be rational. It is not an accidental success, but an exact hit on the market needs. He will feel that he is finally moving on his territory without resistance, without fuss. Particular attention should be paid to financial management in October. Sharp jumps in profits are possible, which are important to distribute correctly. Investments in long-term projects will be successful, especially in the areas of construction, technology, medicine, financial analytics, and system consulting. Any actions aimed at growth in these areas will receive support from the environment, people, and even circumstances. November will be a time of results for Capricorn. Everything that was built will work. The system he worked on will begin to generate income. Those who did not believe in his ideas will begin to ask for advice. There will be a chance to take a stable position in the structure where he was previously only an observer. This is not a resounding success, not applause. This is financial independence, inner peace, and absolute confidence in your own decisions. It is at this time that resources may appear that will allow Capricorn to completely rebuild his life structure. Buy a home, open a business, reach a new level of consumption. His approach, calculation, strategy, endurance will be the most effective. He will not chase quick results, and that is why he will get everything. The financial flow will be stable, and he himself will be able to control its direction. Autumn 2025 will give Capricorn not only money, but also, most importantly, authority. He will stop being the one who is not heard. His decisions will be made without disputes. His opinion will become the basis for other people's plans. He will feel that he has finally gained strength, not thanks to luck, but thanks to precise interaction with the flow of life. These 3 months will require high concentration. Any distraction will cost resources. But if Capricorn maintains focus, he will not just get rich, he will lay the foundation that will bring profit for many years. Autumn 2025 is his time. A time when finances are subordinate to strategy, and strategy serves the goal he has set for himself for a long time. The fourth sign is Gemini. The fall of 2025 will be a turning point for the representative of this sign, in which luck will manifest itself not abstractly, but at specific, measurable levels. Already at the beginning of September, a meeting or acquaintance will take place that will launch a chain of events leading to an increase in authority and income. The first week of the month will activate the topic of partnership. Proposals related to joint activities will not only be profitable, but strategically correct. Ideas related to new forms of communication, training, logistics, and working with information will be especially promising. From September 10 to 22, there is a key period when Gemini should be maximally involved in business and organizational processes. Any delay at this time is a loss of the potential profit. These days, old contacts are activated, which suddenly bring unexpected bonuses, help, advice, documents that affect the solution of important issues. Money comes from several sources at the same time. This is not only salary or fees, but also debt repayment, part-time work, income from hobbies. In October, the stage of recognition begins. Geminis who showed initiative in September receive a return wave of attention. During this period, a sharp increase in clients, subscribers, students is possible, depending on the field of activity. Random speeches, posts, offers get a viral effect. The most productive will be October 4th, 13, 19, and 24th. On these dates, you can launch advertising, present yourself, make applications for participation in projects, contact influential people. From November 1st to 17, luck is consolidated. A feeling of stability arises, which is especially important for Gemini. Some representatives of the sign will draw up important papers, purchase and sale, rent, bank documents related to investments, or receiving large sums. This time is the right time to buy equipment, machinery, invest in educational programs, or move. Everything that is started on these days will give a result no later than January. The last 10 days of November prepare the transition to a new level. Geminis begin to cooperate with other regions or countries, expand their horizons, and stop thinking locally. There is a feeling that the world has become closer, and it is this thinking that leads to new sources of income. It is possible to work with foreign currency, new forms of earning money on the internet, or an international project. And all this is accompanied by real support: money, people, chances. In the fall of 2025, Gemini comes out of a state of hesitation. Luck stays close by stably, without rollbacks. Everything they do is multiplied. All invested efforts are returned in the form of money, recognition, connections. This is not random luck, this is deserved luck, supported by precise calculation and readiness to act. The fifth sign is Leo. For a representative of this sign, autumn 2025 begins with an event that does not go unnoticed. Already in the first week of September, a powerful signal appears. A period of great luck is beginning in life. This is not a fantasy or an illusion. These are specific actions, offers, and benefits behind which are influential people and real resources. The most important thing is not to miss the moment when an offer comes, which at first glance seems difficult. It will be the first brick in a financial and professional breakthrough. Until September 14th, the achievement zone is activated. Leo has the opportunity to declare himself in a new place. This can be entering a new market, moving to a higher level of income, scaling up a business. All presentations, project launches, negotiations with management or clients are best carried out during this period. September 5th, 11 and 13 will be especially favorable. On these days, it is worth meeting, signing documents, voicing your ideas. From September 17 to 30, support comes from old connections. People with whom Leo once worked or simply communicated unexpectedly return with offers. This could be participation in a new project, or simply a necessary recommendation or introduction to a closed community. The main thing is to be open to contacts and not refuse communication, even when it seems unimportant. In October, Leo's luck reaches a new level. Money begins to come faster than he can make plans. Particular attention should be paid to October 7th, 16th, 20, and 27. These days provide an opportunity to sharply increase income due to bonuses, investments, winnings, or new clients. Things will go especially well for those who work in sales, consulting, coaching, show business, or art. A sharp increase in popularity and demand for services is possible. November opens a period of consolidation of success. From the 1st to the 18th, it is worth focusing on paperwork, legal and financial issues. These can be contracts, inheritances, buying a home, signing contracts for large amounts. Money comes not only from active work, but also as a result of previous steps. Investments start working, passive income comes, projects start paying off. Investments in education, appearance, transport, and technology are especially favorable. From November 23rd to 30th, it is worth being especially attentive to the signs. Every call, letter, message can contain not just information, but an entry key to new opportunities. At this time, it is important for Leo to remain confident, not to doubt his abilities, and not to be afraid to take responsibility. Everything he undertakes will be accompanied by external support. Autumn 2025 for Leo is the season when the universe pays off debts. Everything that was done before is now returning in the form of recognition, money, influence. This is not a moment of luck. This is a real rise. Leo is entering the zone of his maximum, and if he does not turn off, then the result of this autumn will remain with him for a long time.